Guys, if you have any questions about the guns and products that I show in my channel, make sure you check out the blog posts on each and every one of my videos in the description or sometimes in the comment section. But majority of the time, you'll see us say, read more about this gun here, click that blog post, check out the links, check out what is used on that rifle, on that build. And that is the best way that you guys can support this channel, by checking out the products that I put on this channel through my website. And I really hope you enjoyed today's video. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild, checking in once again, back with the banger today, guys. And today I present to you the brand new Hellion 20-inch. So yeah, you might have not known, but there was a brand new Hellion, or brand new Hellions, that have released recently over on Springfield Armory. One being the 18-inch and the other one being the 20-inch. The 18-inch was, of course, 2 inches shorter, but did not have the ribbing on the barrel like you do have on the 20-inch. And I wanted to try this one out because I already owned an actual Hellion, which is the 16 and original version that had dropped, which I love, and I did never do a follow-up review, which I still will. I'll still do one on these, very shortly, because this one is fully built out, at least how I like it right now. I'll probably add on a magnifier on this True Vision down the road, but stay tuned for this one as well. But I wanted to, I guess, since we're here, I could show you some of the differences, at least, of the barrel lengths. So we'll put this one right here, the 20er, and then we'll put, the mags are different. So let me just, hold on. Forgive me, y'all, give me a second. All right, so there you go. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. It's a little difficult because of the mags, but I'm just trying to line it up just for a quick little look. But bam, there's where that barrel stops right there. And then you can see it can continue on right there. So clear difference, overall length, definitely, of the two. One being a 16-inch, which is a very, very small package for a 16-inch barrel. And then one being a 20-inch, which is, for the most part, even though it's 20 inches long, it's still a compact rifle. And with that being said, yeah, I guess I gotta show it to you too. Here's an 18-inch Daniel Defense rifle, beautiful rifle. Let's just do it like this, because that's all that really matters. Stock's all the way low, and then you can see, still with that being said, the clear difference of the two. Even at that 20-inch barrel, the 16-inch barrel on the Daniel Defense, the overall rifle, the overall length is extremely different in size. This is still a great compact rifle, even with that being said. Can I take it a step further, y'all? Here's a 13.5 308, and you guys can see even the 13.5 is longer than the Hellion with the 20-inch. Last but not least, I think this one will definitely be shorter, but we'll just do it for the old sake. Here's a 11.5 spear, and then this is the 20-inch. I mean, you're talking about like a little bit of an inch of length more. Still amazing for 11.5 and then a 20. It's just amazing. It's just crazy. So with all that being said, it's just amazing of the small package, but then what it's capable of doing with that 20-inch barrel. That 20-inch barrel, of course, is gonna give you more velocity. With more velocity, you can get, of course, a better just overall shot, because it's pushing that bullet out way more faster than it would be with a 16-inch barrel because of the burn, and then allowing you to, just get to further distances and further velocities, the distance, the time it takes for that bullet to make it just even shorter as well. I took this out to my 100-yard range, and I actually went to an outdoor range recently where we also did a review on this Primary Arms brand new SLX 1:6x24 second focal plane Nova Red Bright. Check it out. Check the whole review on that out because it was on this gun. And this thing shot the lights out, okay? It shot very, very well. I went up there thinking I was shooting a precision rifle, but I had to remember and remind myself at the end of the day, I'm shooting a, what you would call a battle rifle, right? It's meant to go to, war with. This is used in war over in Croatia. This is the VHS-2, which is well known for its original model, the VHS-1. And this is their, this is the DMR version of it, whereas the VHS-2, the regular Hellion version, is the Assault. This is more of a DMR, SPR, designated marksman rifle, which is meant for those long distances, but also meant to be extremely accurate. Accurate versus precision, you would think it's the same, but there is some slight differences. Precision is, if you think of a target the size of my hand and you are putting that out to 100 yards and you're hitting that hand target over and over and over, that's being extremely accurate. But precision takes it a step forward where you are shooting the same exact spot over and over and over. So you could be out there shooting the thumb, the finger, like all these, And this is a great accurate shot. So it's very, very accurate. And I would definitely say it's kind of, you know, precise. It has some great precision with it as well. I would blame me more than the actual gun. You could check out some of the photos of what my groupings were when I did 5-shot groupings. I had some flyers, I had some flingers. And to be honest, I'd rather blame myself rather than blame the actual gun or the scope. I think for the most part, I was hitting bullseye, which was a red circle that had another circle within it. But the big outside of the circle, which was still the bullseye, was the diameter of 1 inch. Number 10 that you see on there is also a part of the bullseye. 10 and then the inner. 9 is right outside. So overall, this thing shot lights out at 100 yards. I mean, who knows? Once I get my weight up and go out to even further distances, I'll let you guys know more and more about that. But we gotta take baby steps on our way up through our precision life on this channel, but I definitely want to dive in more to it. I actually have a whole nother gun I never showed y'all yet, and I've been practicing with that on the back end, behind the scenes. But with that being said, of course, you got the adjustable stock, just like it. Everything is the same as the 16-inch, except for the most part, the barrel differences. And I asked Springfield, and I have not got a response yet, but you know, taking this gun apart is fairly easy. There's videos out about it. And I'm wondering if they're gonna sell the barrel alone, because I'll be honest, I love the 16-inch version. I love it, but I do like this one more. And if I had a chance to go back and pick one, I would pick this one over that one. Mainly because I love it, but I love this, the fact that it's 20 inches long and it's compact. I like that. I want this. And at the end of the day, I like the fact that this is more DMR based, where this one was more, you know, with the smaller ones more, you know, CQB. But the thing is these two guns, they're pretty heavy. Not like, I mean, I can hit the weights, I can hit the gym, I know that, I know. But it's a heavy gun that you kind of want to get behind, you feel me? And lay prone and just hit tacks. Just go out there and hit steel as far as you can. I would like the DMR version, I think, more than the CQB. But I'm okay with it, and I plan on keeping it. But if they do give us the opportunity just to buy another barrel and swap out when we want to, I definitely might hop on that ASAP Rocky. You got the lug right there for the bayonet. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know. Look, I bought this bayonet off of Amazon, so it is what it is. I don't plan on running this like this anyway. I literally bought this just to throw this on here for the video, bro. But it works. It's a little wobbly, but it's locked in. It ain't going nowhere. This thing is crazy though. With the bayonet, like, bro, that thing is crazy, bro. Right? But of course, if you've seen the Hellion, then you've seen pretty much everything when it comes to this. You got, of course, the actual irons that you can run on here, which I like a lot. With the scope, though, you can't do it on this one. That way I got to put back at least. The ribbing on the barrel, I guess this makes it a little bit more sturdier. Maybe I think it helps with the heat as well. It's extremely accurate gun out there. They did change out the safeties, of course. If you guys know, there's like a little bit difference of a safety on this version, and just I think newer Hellions in general, they've changed out the safeties from the previous. So the safety is now like this, I guess, which is cool. I have the original safety, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't have an issue with this safety, but you guys can see how that one is and see how this little switch is, and then you can check it out and see they kind of like basically flipped it. They turned it more. This is more level now. This is facing level while this one is all the way up. So they kind of like twisted it a little bit more, I guess. They moved the knob basically. Yeah, they moved the knob. The knob that's here now, it's flat, it's level, parallel. The knob was up here this way. I mean, to each its own, whatever you prefer. I like this safety. I'm really looking forward to the additional attachments that come with this gun down the line. And I think right now this gun is still just not very popular with a lot of people out there. Like, a lot of people don't know about it. And I think as time goes on, they're going to, you know, pull out different attachments. There's a whole nother upper part right here that you can put on this gun that like makes it look crazy, man. And I think we'll maybe down the road they'll get that, because like taking this off is fairly easy for the most part. I don't know how to do it, but there's a button right here. I just pressed it, right? And I think you could just take this top piece off, and there's a whole nother mechanism you could put on there. So you got that. You got also down here, they might switch out the M-locks, which you can easily pop out with a pin and just take it off. It's very easy to take this gun apart. So that means it's definitely gonna be very easy to customize this gun in the near future. People have switched out the grips. Of course, you could put any AR-15 grip on this and you know, do as you want. It's a very ambidextrous gun. You got, of course, the ejection port here as well as on here. You have safeties on both sides as well. You have as well the charging handle that can go either way. you want. So a very, very fun gun. And I want to read off some of the specs for this particular one, because of course there is some differences because it has the 20-inch barrel. It is outfitted with a 4-prong flash hider with a 20-inch barrel. Is ribbed for enhanced cooling and features a melanite coating for corrosion and resistant, and an integrated bayonet lug is true to the original design, which of course is from HS Products. You still got the adjustable gas block, and the barrel, which is 20 inches, has a 1 in 7 twist rate. 5 positional adjustable stock with a cheek riser, which I've never even messed with the cheek riser. I ain't gonna lie, you just push it. Yeah, I never did that, bro. Not yet. I ain't gonna lie, I never messed with it. So this is what I really wanted to see, to give you guys this, because it's a difference, of course. So the length of this gun overall is 32.25 inches, with it fully adjusted out to 33.75 inches. And that's compared to the 16-inch being 28.25 inches to 29.75 inches. So some slight differences there, but nothing out of the ordinary. But another thing, man, how it shoots. I noticed that the 20-inch barrel as well, though, when it comes to shooting, it has a less recoil felt. It's definitely less recoil being felt on this gun compared to the 16-inch, and maybe because of just the heavier barrel, the longer barrel, you know, you got less power to burn. It's all those type of things that take part. But one thing that I don't like about this gun as well as the other, and I think it's just the Bullpup design in general. It has nothing to do with the Hellion in particular. It's just possibly the same thing for an AUG or the same thing for a Tavor. But when shooting a Bullpup, everything's happening right here. So you're leaning in and the explosion is happening right here, right? Compared to an AR-15, you are shooting it and everything's happening way up here. So when it shoots, an explosion happening, right? When I mean explosion, I'm talking about of course, the combustion, the primer striking, all the gas and all that, right? All that happens here. So when it happens, it hits, of course, the buffer, and then you feel the recoil like later on or something. You know, it's just the amount of pressure and everything happens up here, and then the leftover recoil happens like back here. It's weird. This is where the recoil is felt, right? Somebody's gonna explain it for me better than what I'm saying. They'll know what I mean in the terminology. But with that happening right here, there's less like room, right? There's less stuff behind the explosion. I don't want to say it feels like it's more recoil, but I don't know, it's delayed. It has a weird different feel when it comes to the recoil. It's different. But the power of the bullet, the distance from this to this, it plays a part in the way the recoil is felt compared to an AR-15, where it's happening here and you got all this space where there's stuff happening that kind of helps decrease that recoil. You feel me? The buffer spring, the bolt carrier group, all those things are taking place in that action of that actual bullet being fired. And I feel like it plays a part in reducing that felt recoil, whereas with this, it's just all right there. Like the bullet, everything's on your shoulder. Just it just has a weird chunky feeling to it. When sitting down and shooting it, it's not as bad, but standing up, you definitely feel it. You feel it more, of course, with the 16-inch and less with the 20-inch. I have to say that, but I still love the gun. I have no issue with it. I need to hit the gym more anyway and stop complaining, but it's something I definitely wanted to speak on when it came to this. But I did feel less recoil on the 20-inch compared to the 16-inch. And the weight difference, I didn't really feel like much like, oh, this felt way more heavier than that one. It did, in my opinion, it didn't. Even with the LPVO, it felt fine in my opinion. The trigger, I never really liked the Hellion trigger at first, but I think I became accustomed to it and I have no issue with it now. But initially I did not like it. Now I have no issue with it. I think I just grown to love it, grown to accept it and adapt with it. And it's easy to, you know, double tap for the most part. It's fairly easy. It came with a 30-round mag. I used a 20-round mag because I was shooting it a lot on the bench, but it does come with a 30-round magazine. But I used it in its DMR type of style, so I just needed that space, and I, couldn't have it just sitting and banging on the table when shooting it. But besides that, man, the gun is amazing. It's nice. It's awesome. Definitely take a look for it, because this model and the 18-inch model is the 18-inch model as well that's out, and they're available for the most part. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. I'm looking forward to see if they do like a 300 blackout version maybe down the road, if they might do a 7.62 or something like that. I mean, look, the Tavor does it. I don't see why they can't do it over at Springfield with the Hellion. The Tavor got 300 blackout, 308, 5.56, same thing with Desert Tech. So, maybe I think even Kel-Tec. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that down the road with Springfield. Salutes to them, importing a great another product from Croatia. And if you have any questions, feel free to check out the blog post down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.